How's it going, guys? This is Shaw from Shaw Concepts. We're going to walk you through the 2024 booth and hit it display by display. So starting off with this one, this is a kind of DA-inspired mannequin, basically inspired by infantry roles, conventional and special operations, starting off with our ARC Carrier V2, and essentially has an ARC Placard V3 on it with quad ram insert and raid pouch hanging from it. We do have a CAGWorks EUD mount on the front, and also have a 152 with our ARC radio wing on the side and a Shawshank on the opposite side underneath the cummerbunds and tucked away. We also have a plate carrier panel clipped on the back side, slick, just to kind of demonstrate that. And at the waist is our usurper belt with a sidekick holster pad on it, and on the opposite side our 2 depth pouches and a flex pouch off to that. The plate carrier panel, and right now it's slick. Of course, over here we have an ARC Carrier V2 setup with the ARC Placard and our triple RAM 556 insert. Pretty straightforward. We chose to do this kind of slick so we can show off the carrier and all of its features, and also kind of show you a bit what it looks like finalized with the placard and magazines on it. We got mag pods on those Gen 3 PMags, and our ARC cummerbund is set up on the side, plugged in directly to our placard. Our other mannequin, this one's set up as inspired by various amphibious roles like scout swimming, combatant diving, being a boat cox and the sort. And we have our ARC chest rig plugged into our ARC Placard V3. We have a quad ram insert there, flex pouch plussing it up to 5 on the front, and our nerd pouch large in front. Got a ETA or elastic tourniquet add-on pouch on the bottom of the placard, and below that is our raid pouch in its fanny pack configuration, demonstrating that, again, it can be used as a fanny pack and a hanger pouch. We also have 2 ARC radio wings on both sides for dual comms, and a dual comm push-to-talk from Ops Core tucked in there. We got a Mars low-volume mask. We've got fins clipped off to the side, and a AOR-1 Cry uniform with knee pads and the full shebang. So yeah, just inspired by all the wet things Marines have to do. Here we got our ARC chest rig kit set up, again plugging into our ARC Placard V3. Again, the ARC Placard is basically the core of most of our load-bearing things like our chest rig and our carrier. Here we have our triple 308 insert, and below that is the raid pouch acting as a hanger pouch on it. Here we have it slick so you can see the molly on the sides and how everything could mount to it. And one thing you may notice on the back side is that it basically is completely slick, so when you're wearing a ruck or something like that, you don't have anything agitating or, any weird things that get in the way. A lot of chest rigs that have padded shoulder straps end up getting in the way of your ruck straps, and so they displace them and it just creates more pressure points. So you'll notice that the back is completely slick. Moving on to the wall, we just have a lot of our smaller products all hanging here on our Velcro wall. We have our depth pouch, basically our pistol elastic pouch, our flex pouch, same thing but for rifles, and our ETA pouch we talked about earlier, our big frickin' gun pouch for linked ammo and other ordnance, nerd pouch, small and large, for those administrative things that go on the front, our ARC shoulder pads. Those are included with our carrier, but we also sell them separately to plus up other carriers. And we're teasing our future ARC pontoons. These are basically going to replace our current pontoons on the carrier. These are molded and also can now expand into the corners instead of being size specific like we are currently doing it. Going down, we have our ARC radio wing. Again, you've seen this on every mannequin we have, but it allows you to carry a 148, 152, or 163 comfortably under your cummerbund. And next to it is our elastic placard V2. One of our early products. It's just a low profile placard that can hold 3 rifle mags, a tourniquet, and 2 pen sleeves. We actually introduced that concept of having those pen sleeves just continue with the elastic, and it's caught on from other companies as elastic placards. Next to it is our rear document stacker. That allows you to stack that behind both of our placards by plugging in the straps and transitioning the buckles to the RDS's actual straps, and allows you to carry some pretty large contents right behind your magazines. Now we get to the ARC Placard V3. We've had it on every single display here, and there's its slick. It can take on first spear tubes on the sides, take molly on the bottom, molly on the sides, and really just allows you to take all these inserts that you see below it, like the RAM triple 556, RAM quad, RAM quintuple SMG large, and below it the RAM sextuple SMG small. That'll be coming out in the future. The RAM triple 308, and finally the RAM triple AK. And that's actually how the RAM series was born, was trying to make a AK insert that ended up becoming all of the inserts, because what we learned really just made sense for all magazines, having those Tegris walls protects the elastic from any locking lugs, but it also creates a great re-indexing point for reinsertion. Moving on to the left, we have our Sidekick V2. This is our articulating variant that we introduced not too long ago, and it's been a great seller for us, and we're going to basically try to scale up production on that, but it attaches to really anything that can have a single screw at the bottom, and as long as you have a long enough screw, you'll be able to pull it off, and it comes with hardware for Safariland holsters. To the left is our OmniSert, and it's our approach to a adaptable Velcro elastic insert. You get to choose how many slots you need and how big you want them to be, and next to it is our Raid Pouch V3. Again, you've seen that on every display we have. In here, it's in our hanger configuration with the first spear tube, able to ditch it, and then also it can be set up as a fanny pack. Below that is our brain pouch. It's our counterweight pouch we've had on both of our helmets, and it provides a volume solution so you can actually store things other than counterweights in there, unlike other inserts or other counterweight pouches out there that just accept a weight or a strobe or something and don't leave any room for batteries or the sort. Below that is our revised side bucket and plate cap. We introduced this a while ago, and we're revising it so that it can essentially attach a lot more things inside of it. And then now the side cap is essentially going to be able to hold a 6x6, 6x8, and a 7x8 all with one product. In the past, we had essentially 3 different plate caps for each of those sizes. We've been able to redesign it so that it can basically just do one cap and hold all 3. And then next with the side bucket, we're going to offer soft armor, custom shaped for it, and the ability to attach other things inside. Moving down is our ARC cummerbund V2. We had that on both of our carriers earlier. And below that is our MSR cummerbund, our minimal signature releasable cummerbund. If you just need essentially a cummerbund that'll hold your plates together, provide a little bit of structure and a first spear tube for a quick disconnect, that's what the MSR does. People are fans of 3-inch tall cummerbunds just because they get a little bit less in the way. The trade-off is that there's less real estate to connect pouches and stuff like that, so really you kind of decide between those 2 cummerbunds which one you actually need. Now we come on to the final display. It's our essentially take on what space combat may look like in the near future. It's a NASA EMU suit that we've kitted out with some of our stuff. We didn't just slap our crap onto it and then call it a day. We really try to think about what does somebody in space, what will they need when it comes to essentially fighting other people in space. One of the key distinctions is that with a pressurized suit, any damage to it could be life-threatening, and so you don't have to really worry about going for vitals anymore. Just piercing the integrity of the suit is important. So you can get away with a lot of other weapon systems out there. We chose an MP7 as its size is smaller, and so logistically getting a square foot of cargo into space is extremely expensive. So you're going to want the most bang for your buck, and so the MP7 will provide that velocity needed. And also small enough ammo that you can transport more of it and more magazines into space. And also, again, it'll do the job. You don't have to worry about velocity drop-off or anything else like that. We also chose the 320 on the other side, as you're not going to be able to adequately throw ordnance, so you're going to need to launch that ordnance over. And it doesn't need to be anything too crazy, as, again, there's no velocity drop or even, round drop or anything else like that. So the astronaut can carry various, rounds and then use them as needed for different situations. We do have our ARC carrier on the front with our own custom chest rig harness, and we have our magazines actually upside down as the suit's mobility is limited. And so being able to grab an upside down mag will be a little easier, and also you don't have to worry about gravity causing them to come out or anything else like that. We have ATAC on the front, but that is a little lower, as clearing the chest is a little hard with the helmet because you can't look down. You can just look down with your eyes and your head. So we lowered that, and below it is the Raid Pouch, acting as kind of a fictional blowout kit for a suit in the event that you have some sort of decompression of the suit. There could be some sort of life assist bubble in there that could be deployed to keep somebody at least alive for a bit longer. Below that, we do have our usurper belt kind of hidden, with angled 40mm grenade pouches and also 40mm grenade pouches on the side kicks that are on both sides, acting as a sort of, not so much a load-bearing harness, but a harness nonetheless. And that is essentially the gist of it. We do have some pauldrons and some knee armor. The idea is also to make yourself a smaller target by bringing your legs up. Your legs aren't going to do anything in space. You're not running or really walking or anything, so bringing those legs up will basically make your silhouette smaller, and having armored shins will basically provide more protection all around. So that is me nerding out for the last 5 minutes over the suit, but now you can understand kind of why some of the decisions we made are here.